I have nothing to say about players of the other team, to be honest. And as much as I have nothing to say about my players, about transfers, possible transfers in the winter, so nothing to say about that. Sorry.
Мне нечего сказать о игроках другой команды, и также мне нечего сказать о трансферах и зимних трансферах игроков своей команды, так что извините.
Okay, yes, gentleman on the front.
Can we call this game as the easiest game for Jurgen Klopp in the European competitions?
No, it was not easy. I cannot say how you can name the game, but it was not easy. With my assistants, I was sitting outside when it was 6-0, and actually we were looking at each other and thought, "Wow, how did that happen?" It was in all. I never saw a team. I didn't see a lot of teams losing 7-0, but even when it was 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, they still played football. They still had their moments. They still had scoring situations somehow, and we had to play exactly the level we played tonight to beat them. And then because of the development of the game, it was a high result. That's all.
Нет, я не могу назвать эту игру простой. Мы видели, что даже при счете 6-0 команда не переставала проявлять инициативу, хорошо играть, и даже при счете 2 и 3-0 они продолжали атаковать. Мы должны были поддерживать уровень, чтобы вести хорошо игру и не расслаблялись ни при каком счете.
Okay, yes, final couple of questions from the Russian guests, yes.
С чем связана такая большая разница в счете? Неужели такой низкий уровень команд, которые играют против Ливерпуля?
It's the second big defeat for Liverpool with the score of 7-0. How would you explain that? Is it related to the low quality of the other teams?
No, actually all the games were related to our quality. Because we scored 7 against Maribor. They drew tonight at the same place against Sevilla, which is obviously a very strong side. I love in sport when you really respect the performance of the better team. We have to respect it. We were the better team tonight, obviously, but it has nothing to do with the non-existing quality of Moscow. They are really strong. They have a good run in the league. They won the last, I don't know how many games. They have still a chance to qualify again for the Champions League in Russia. So it was about us in the games. I said it before the game, we deserved this final with all the good performances and the not that good results. And now we were ready. Obviously, we were ready tonight. I'm really happy about that. That's cool.
Все игры объясняются только нашими усердиями и нашей хорошей игрой. Мне нравится, когда в спорте проявляется уважение. Команда из Москвы очень хорошо показала себя на протяжении всего группового этапа. Также они хорошо показывают себя в своем домашнем чемпионате. Я повторюсь, это мы играли хорошо.
Okay, these next questions won't require translation. I will ask it again if any of our guests would like anything that's translated. So, Fraser, are you going to just have a couple and then I'll go around the room, okay?
2-1 tonight, fantastic, Jurgen, but to finish top of the group as well, how important is that for you?
Oh, we knew that before the game, that if we will win, we are top of the group. So that's not now the biggest surprise. But I think it's really strange this year in the group, in the different group stages and different groups. A lot of really strong teams. And last 16 Champions League, they're only strong sides. But this year it's quite special. I don't think that you can face really often Bayern Munich and Real Madrid in this in the last 16 if you win the group. So, but and Juve and all the others. So that's quite interesting. But Antonio Conte said it yesterday. There are no easy opponents, and I don't think anybody is happy when they get us in the draw. So we will not be happy in a moment when we see who we will face in the next round. But we will be ready. That's for sure.
And obviously, terrific performance ahead of what's a really important game of the weekend. That sets things up very nicely for the derby match, doesn't it?
Yeah, we come to the little shadow of the night that Alberto Moreno had to needed to get substituted. It was a strange situation. He's a tough guy. If he cannot continue the game, then we should consider it could be something serious. In the treatment room, then he was a little bit more positive, so maybe we are lucky and it's not too serious. We will see. Yes, because we need all the boys. We need all the boys for the next few weeks, but especially in this week for the next game on Sunday. So we have to show that we showed tonight that we learned from a mistake we made in Seville. Now we have to show that we learned from a mistake we made after Maribor when we faced Tottenham. We will be ready again on Sunday, and if the crowd is ready to help us, would it be nice again?
Okay, I'm going to go Graham, Steve. Any more indications from the UK journalists? Give us a shout during these questions. But Graham first, if that's okay.
Yeah, but you mentioned before about the level that you played at tonight. How would you compare that level with the other performances that you've managed at Liverpool Football Club?
One of the better ones. No, well, I don't care, to be honest. I can easily enjoy a game like this without thinking about when did I see a game like this already. I mean, it was not often the case, of course, but that's for me not too important. It's just, I think the boys showed really that they, after 3-0, there was a little moment. We are human beings, so that's normal. And you saw immediately what happens if you play a little bit less compact, how good they can be. But then we came out of half-time and scored again fantastic goals, unbelievable nice goals, and this is a moment. We should not think that it will be like this now from now on until the end of the entire life. I don't know. So there will be difficult moments, but for tonight, it was nice.
Okay, Steve, then Paul, and then gentleman in the second row. Steve first.
It's been a lean few years for English clubs in the Champions League. 4 top the group this year, 5 gone through, which is the record. No, they're 4. How do you explain the sort of revival of English clubs, or in your opinion, is it sort of squad depth or finances, or what do you think?
I could not be less interested, to be honest, in the other teams we are in, but it's quality, I think. So all the teams in the Champions League have really strong teams, strong squads. So we will see where this will lead to, but that's a fact. Yeah, that the top English football has top quality. So I don't know why it didn't happen in the last few years. And 5, it was never possible, I think, before that 5 teams could go through. So that makes it interesting as well. I don't think there are a lot of options for all the English teams which they can face in the next round. So when I have to look afterwards, I will maybe 4 or 5 teams only. I'm not sure which we can get in the next round. So it's good news for English football. But I think there were a lot of good news for English football in the last weeks and months with all the youth teams winning different World and European Cups. So. And that's now a normal development, but I'm not sure that it will be like this for the next 20 years.
Okay, final couple, Paul.
If we perform like this tonight in these moments, if we are that clinical like tonight, yes, but we had with the same players already situations where we were in the same situation, but we didn't score, and then it's not that we talk like this about them. It's not a criticism about the past. It's only if they perform like this, that's obviously a threat, 100%. I mean, if you see then how Tom Solanke performed in Stoke, and if you see then how Daniel Sturridge performed tonight when he came on, he could have scored 2 or 3. He made a goal, what a fantastic pass for Sadio. So yes, that's good. But if we don't work, and I could have made 3 or 4 different lineups only in midfield. So for the moment, just now, if Alberto is out, if he's out for a few games, I don't know, then of course we have Robbo, and of course we have Millie. That's all good, but we need the players, all of them. We need freshness. And I can imagine that tomorrow somebody will make a story of Jordan Henderson, captain, was not involved. I have to make hard decisions. So, and for tonight it was like this. There was nothing. Hendo will play the next game 100%. So, and he could have started tonight, but we had to make a decision, and that's what we did. And then when it works out, then everything is good. If not, then we ride it, you ride it, and the other way around. That's how life is.
Conscious you're losing your voice. Gentlemen there in the second row.
Entschuldigung, sorry.
Yes, on a similar theme, that kind of attacking lineup that I with three strikers and Coutinho behind, is that something that works better in the Champions League, or is that something that is it too attacking for the Premier League?
We had not three strikers in Coutinho behind. That was the Sky lineup before the game. We played 4-4-1-1. BT, sorry. He didn't play. Yeah. No, they were proper midfielders tonight. They had to play as midfielders. They had to defend. Phil and Sadio. That's why we changed the system. I wanted to have a clear structure. So, and then having Roberto running everywhere and more between the lines. So that was actually the idea. And it was, I know, but I thought, and I said it before the game, the best way not to lose is to win. So, and that's what we tried. And I said, we tried it like this. If you try to do it in a very deep defending way, with our counter-attacking opportunities, it can work as well. But we tried it this way. And I don't think that Champions League is easier than Premier League. Well, of course, if you play United, if you play, and the weekend will be different already. We will have to ball much more at the weekend for sure. And so, but it's not too offensive, it's not too defensive. If the approach is not a thing, it's what we do with it. That's it.
Okay, and just finally, any final questions from our guests from Moscow that they have, which we'll translate, or is everybody happy with, our visitors happy with the content they've got from this press conference?
Если есть еще вопросы из России, задавайте, пожалуйста.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. Safe trip back to our visitors.
Спасибо.
Yes,
Bye.
Thanks.